Move your fan, ho. We love me right now, bro. I'm about to fight, kid. You heard me? Alright, brother. I'll be back on the mic.
As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This will be taken very short, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Come on, set. 60 yards.
One of the true legends of pro football, it's Jim Brown. And some room to work. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Jim Brown, 73 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Inside. Topper. Here, Mike.
Check 31, check 30.
Hey, Delta.
Check. Watch out.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch the ship.
Pilot, 64, weak.
He's crashing.
Here, Mike.
He's checking crash.
49, check to 50. Buzz.
Here's Rodgers. That one complete to Okoye. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Check 13. Wide. Get wide.
Get 300. Get 300.
Check 24. Check.
Gun.
On first down, Rodgers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Watch
Rodgers going to throw. It's Hill, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Green 18.
Third and 9.
Easy.
Sponge.
Okay, over here.
No.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
He's coming.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey.
Wide left.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Rodgers now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Check 30. Hey, Zoo. Plant.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Greystone, travel.
SOS. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Hey, 88.
Hey, check.
Wide left.
50, Mike, 50.
Hey, Lex. Chip.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Brown. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and very long. And this will be caught by Brown. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Double dog.
Inside. Jump out.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That one complete to Hill. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Jump out! Let's go! Check one. Yeah, Liz.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Rodgers now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Kill. Going right. Hey, turn it up. Hey, Mike. Check 52. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
What you got, Heavy? Hey, exit. What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
50, wide left. Boxing.
Rodgers to throw on third down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Elam's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, check Mike 45.
They'll run on third down with Brown. Evades the tackler, and now some space. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Jim Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
The Falcons take over
We got
first
this.
and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check north. Fresno.
Throwing on first down. Rodgers. He finds his target, John Brown. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check. Crunch. No. Off. Shift. Slam.
Callie, strong left, Callie. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Wide left.
Tighten up.
Flip again.
Throwing is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Bound to lose one. Switch. Hey, check 24.
Inside.
Check. Check the backer.
Hey, black.
Whip.
Inside.
Watch the whip.
399.
Rodgers to throw once more. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken short.
Come on, fellas.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Watch twist.
General West.
6-yard line.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, let's get that butt. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They complete it to Hill. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The praise.
Yeah, Breeze! What's wrong with a Breeze? What's wrong with him, Joe? Nigga came to hit me, huh? Nigga must got something against me. Let's go, man. Hey, man. I need to stop, man. I'll be right back.
We resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Switch. Alert flare.
Hey, Alpha.
Kill.
We are going.
Kill. Check 31. Check 31.
Jump out.
Check.
Back north.
Check.
Wide right.
Watch out.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Damon Harrison, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Haywood!
He's coming. We got double up.
He's checking.
All right.
He's checking. Crash.
Check 13.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And John Brown's got it complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
22-yard line.
Right back to Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Watch the team, Mike.
Shift.
Team, Mike. Shift. Hey, Echo.
Sponge. No.
Zoom.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing on first down. And that's complete to Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pick the edge.
Smooth.
Check three. Showing eight.
Working from the gun. Rodgers gets this one to Hill. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Rodgers. Man open left side is Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Watch the run.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will
I don't even motherfucking play this shit, man. Stupid ass nigga, man. Let's get it. Let's get it, nigga. What the score was? 28-10? Let's go, man. I'll be back on the mic. One second. Talk to me, man. Let's go, man. Hey, nigga, and I'm getting right back on 2K.